Hello everybody, I'm George from Ireland. Now you're not seeing my ugly mug because I want you to see what's there and so I can see what I'm pointing at. Other thing is I've actually managed to lose my selfie stick coming up. But dead ahead, right in the center of the picture, there's a huge glass roofed building and that was the World Expo Hall in 1900. And then behind it, behind the trees, you might realize the street starts, which goes there parallel to where I'm filming, right up to l'Arc de Triomphe, as in the Arch of Triumph I've mentioned earlier on. You can see it in the middle of the picture. You're going a little bit closer, no zoom unfortunately, and you can go up l'Arc de Triomphe, and Les Champs-Élysées leads to l'Arc de Triomphe, which is a major roundabout as well. So this is that's the right bank of the Seine, as in the north bank of the Seine. Okay, so looking north, and I mentioned Basilique Sacré-Cœur and Saint-Denis and Montmartre to the north of the city, but they're so far away you can't really make them out. You can look down on everything, see for goodness knows how many miles. And I'm not sure if you can see Charles de Gaulle Airport north of the city. So quite a clear day. This is as high as you can go. There are like antennae and things like that up there. So this is my first time here since the age of 7. So that wasn't last week that I was here previously. I don't remember all these bars being here when I was little, but they must have been, just in case anybody's feeling suicidal. Le Louvre over there in the center of the picture. I've got a bit of vertigo. I don't like to go too close to the edge. A bit anxious even just coming up in the lift. There we go. So that's Le Champ de Mars down below, as in the Field of Mars. I don't think there's a zoom option. I must see if there is. So you get an idea. It's a quite cramped space coming around here. Ooh, and a church down there looks vaguely Mormon, one of them actually. So I hope you're getting the experience, how splendid it is. And then I can't remember which French writer used to have lunch here every day, despite professing his undying odium for the Eiffel Tower. They said, why on earth do you insist on having lunch in the restaurant the Eiffel Tower? If you detest the Eiffel Tower, he said, this is the only place in Paris in which I can't see the Eiffel Tower. Now another fascinating vignette looking down on Ile des Cygnes, as in the island of swans. A very long, thin island in the middle of the Seine with 3 bridges crossing over it. After the First World War, the country was broke. 1.3 million men have been killed. A similar number have been permanently disabled in the war. The country owed $3 billion to the United States, which is a staggering sum at the time. The country was wrecked. There was mass unemployment. How on earth are they going to pay this debt? Most industrialized part of the country had been really smashed in the war. And look at Bois de Boulogne over there. So an enterprising man, he wrote to some of the richest businessmen in France saying, we are going to have to demolish the Eiffel Tower. We can't afford to repair it. It's rusting. It was put up in 1889 as a temporary thing. Would you be interested in buying the scrap metal? We've chosen you for your discretion and your patriotism. And he invited them to a secret meeting, and they all met. And they met with him, and they had agreed to keep it hush-hush. And one of them agreed to buy it, and he gave the money to this man who was facilitating the deal, supposedly a civil servant, and said, but by the way, I need a bribe to the government minister concerned. We'll nod it through. This being France, they believed it. But anyway, then the guy got the money, who had been arranging the deal, and ran off with the money. He was actually not French at all. It was Victor Lutz, the bouncing Czech, a fraudster. Who else would have the impudence to try and sell the tallest building in the world? He got away with it, and similar wheezers who was rumbled sometime later. Okay, so anyway, this is showing the office of where Thomas Edison used to meet Gustave Eiffel. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb. There's Gustave Eiffel on the right with the beard. You know, after about 300 times he said there was light, Edison had to try stick-to-itiveness, common sense. That's what commands success. What else about them? Okay, I think time to go down from me. That's probably enough for me. And so there are lots of there's some sort of champagne bar somewhere. I thought there's one up here, but I can't see it myself. Anyway, I'm hurrying off now. So I hope you had a splendid time at the Eiffel Tower. Wish I could spend a bit longer, do it more justice. I'm overcoming my fear of it now, actually. That's enough for me. Toodle pip.